A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome into the Haverford Skatium on Philadelphia's main line for the first of three meetings this season between the undefeated and Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League play Salesianum squad and the Cardinal O'Hara Lions, who right now in PCL competition are 4-1-0. Salesianum at the top of the class, 6-0 so far in divisional competition. James Witherite joining you from the press box here at the Haverford Skatium. Salesianum at the halfway point of the 2022-23 ICSHL season, coming in off a pair of solid wins with Gavin Needs backstopping this team just Friday. Of course, we didn't have it for you on DHN as our crew was in North Carolina for the weekend, but the Sals coming in of a 7-0 defeat of Downingtown East look to continue rolling through this dream season of 22-23. And their ace netminder Michael Manzi will be back between the pipes today. He's 6-0 on the year with a 0.65 goals against average and a save percentage of .968. Projected starters: Nick LeBuono, Braden Graham, Matt Bellepede. Bellepede leads this team in assists with 12. His 16 points total are second behind Christian Kinsler, who's serving as the first pair defense alongside Nate Bellepede. Kinsler, man, he can do it all. The captain of this team, equally well-versed as a forward and as a blue liner. He's got a dozen goals and 10 assists on the season. And he splits time between Salesianum and the Delaware Junior Blue Hens 18 AA squad. Matt Bellepede, Michael Massey, Logan Morady, Eamon Schofield, Gianni Pacitti, part of that squad as well. So plenty of built-in chemistry as a third of the complement of skaters on the Salesianum team. Also share ice time as part of the Junior Blue Hens organization on their top U18 squad. On the other side of the red line, the big name to look out for, Luke Melito, number 12. He's got 14 goals and 4 assists on the year. Andrew Graney, averaging 1.5 points a game, 8 goals, 7 assists at the blue line. Johnny Shelton III, dear friend of ours in Delaware Hockey Night territory, an absolute force at the left point, and he can make plays happen too. He's got 3 goals and 8 helpers on the season. Good for 11 points, just over 1 point a game. Not too often we see that from a defenseman. And between the pipes, the freshman Liam Schickling, he's 6-4-0 on the year with a .345 goals against average and a save percentage of .863. Our pregame brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more by visiting limestonepension.net. Looks as though Luke Melito is going to take the opening draw, flanked by Michael O'Connor and Dominic Saraceni. Finnegan Plummer and Bodie Peterson, the starting defensive pair for the Lions, clad in their home white sweaters tonight. They will move left to right in first period action. Salesianum in their away navy blue kits, moving from right to left. Our officials this evening, Greg Listino and Ryan Farrell. First period face-off is always brought to you by our good friends at First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware. Under the philosophy of one state, one goal, learn more about their classes, clinics, and their summer tournament program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Salesianum controls the initial draw. Braden Graham takes a huge hit at center, dumping the puck in from long range after it was fed to him up the right side by Eamon Schofield. He got a shot away, but it was caught and held by Liam Schickling for a pause in action just 14 seconds into the proceedings. Melito and Bellepede met again. Melito leads the fast break and gets the first shot away for Cardinal O'Hara from the top of the left circle. It was easily sticked away by Manzi, thrown in from the point by Finnegan Plummer. Chased down by Melito in the near corner, launched in by Peterson as LeBuono stepped up to challenge him. A wayward shot brought down by Graham. Headman up the far boards to Matt Bellepede. In he comes, but he's pinched to the far corner. Bellepede circles below the goal, leaves the puck to Graham, who's held up by Bodie Peterson below the O'Hara goal line. Logan Morady protects the left point, swats the puck in off that failed clearing attempt from Saraceni. Graham again. Ricochets this puck off the near boards. Back to Morady, across to Gianni Pacitti. That D-to-D feed moves play to the far wall. Pacitti gets the puck in deep, but it was beyond the reach of Chris Albert, and it carried him back into neutral territory where Stanley Stostashinsky recovers for Salesianum, walks back in, flipping the puck beyond Finnegan Plummer's reach and working it low, where Leighton DeMasters failed to handle the puck cleanly. The shot from Morady at the left point was blocked, looked like it was off the stick of Graney, and now O'Malley clears for the Lions. Headmanning the puck to Graney, but he was stood up at the Salesianum blue line. 100 seconds into the contest from the Haverford Skatium. And Salesianum controlling the attacking zone. Johnny Pacitti's shot waved off, no goal. That was signaled by Greg Listino. That bounced off the crossbar and straight down, it appeared. And Melito, with a steal at center, paves the way for a breakaway. His shot from close ricochets off the back glass after clearing the crossbar. The rebound hotly contested at the far half wall of the Salesianum zone. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in to the first period. Nate Bellepede checked off the puck by the forechecking Melito. Coming to his aid is Pacitti, who shovels the puck up the near side. Massey can't work it forward. Melito turns another shot in, and this will be covered up by Michael Manzi for a pause in play. 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the contest. There was the Pacitti shot that rang off the crossbar. It bounced down, landed right in the crease. So close but no cigar in the second minute for Salesianum, who come barreling up ice again after winning the draw in their zone. Joey Pietropaulo working below the goal. He migrates to net front. Celentino couldn't set him up on the doorstep. Loose puck in the near corner, corralled by Saraceni. But the forechecking heat continues from both Pietropaulo and Michael Massey. Massey tried to set up Nate Bellepede just inside the blue line, but the pass didn't connect. And Bellepede, the younger of the two Bellepede brothers, Matt wearing 18, he's the senior. Nate wearing 15, the defenseman, he's the junior. Bellepede was forced back to his own end, but a turnover heading up ice enabled the Lions to try to generate an A-quality chance, but ultimately to no avail. Turning at center was Peterson after intercepting an outlet pass up the middle. He dumped the puck into the Salesianum zone, enough time for the Lions to get some fresh legs on. Another botched breakout results in Finnegan Plummer floating the puck in behind the Salesianum goal yet again. Tyson Kozink, surrounded by white sweaters, gave the puck away to Graney. He walked into the slot, but he was kept high by Kinsler, who bothered the shot. And our first penalty of the game comes with 13 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first period. We'll see what Greg Listino's adjudication is. Graney's off for a slash. So for the first time tonight, Salesianum is headed to the Primo power play. You too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Slashing the call on Graney. Coming 3:54 into the first period. Albert works the puck low to Nick LeBuono. He uses Graham as a screen. Up high, this comes to Christian Kinsler. Shot was blocked off the skate of Michael O'Connor. Race on for the puck deep into the Sal zone, and Nick LeBuono got there with plenty of time to spare. Fresh penalty killers on for O'Hara. LeBuono streaks up the middle, crosses to the left dots, drop pass to the top of the circle, and Bellepede. Back in it goes to LeBuono. Hassled in the corner, takes a shove from Johnny Shelton. Shot came in from Kinsler, sticked away by Schickling. Nobody home to control the rebound, and Melito on the counterattack races up the right wing boards. He's stripped of the puck, just stonewalled at the top of the near circle by Kinsler. Half the penalty complete, and Salesianum's ruled offside just beyond the 5-minute mark of the first period. Delaware Hockey Night is brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. Neutral zone face-off won by Massey. Salentino worked the puck around to Schofield, who pinched up the right wing boards in beyond pressure from Patrick O'Malley. Braden Jansen the other way, angled off his feet, but the back checking Eamon Schofield. Salentino finds Tuschinski on the headman pass up the opposite side. His shot from the top of the right circle into Schickling's pads, and this puck off the rebound rolls back to center, where Schofield protects, throws the puck in, and heads off for a change as Johnny Shelton, captain for the Lions, caroms the puck well out of harm's way. We're down to the final 7 seconds of the penalty to Andrew Graney. Second leading scorer for Cardinal O'Hara, the freshman, with 8 goals and 7 assists in 10 games played to this point. An icing against the Lions gives us a chance to catch our breath with 10 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game from the Haverford Skatium. And planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Jack Igo fell over his own feet. Tyson Kozink will take his place in the face-off circle across from Melito. Luke Melito, no surprise there, won the face-off. Top centerman for the O'Hara Lions. Over the fourth line winger, as it were, for Salesianum. Morady behind his own goal. Solid on the back check so far. Recovered the puck from Melito off the failed fast break. He was ultimately outnumbered upon gaining the Salesianum line. Puck thrown in by Morady. Igo couldn't chase it down net front. Jack Farrell swats this below the cage to Kozink. It took a bounce in the mid slot away to Michael O'Connor, who clears for the Lions. And Pacitti between the circles in his own zone recovers for Salesianum before hitting Igo with a cross-ice outlet pass. Igo lost control of the puck high in the zone, but Pacitti offered aid. Drives into the far corner where Shelton and Graney together play the body on him. LeBono tries to blaze a trail toward the net along the goal line far side, but to no avail as traffic got too tough for him to conquer net front. Pacitti, after gaining center, dumps the puck. Kinsler on in his place. So a piecemeal line changes through. Nate Bellepede with the long high shot from the right point was off its target, bounced off the near corner boards. Graham tries to barrel in from the corner to no avail. Here comes Graney the other way in a 2-on-3. Graney slowed up by an open ice check from Kinsler, just enough to separate player from puck. That was textbook all the way. Matt Bellepede off the drop pass, got a shot through at the left point, but it was sticked aside by Schickling. Cleared up the near wall by Aaron Martin, and this will come back in icing with 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first period, and there is no score between Salesianum and Cardinal O'Hara in their first of 3 meetings this season. Delaware Hockey Night would like to welcome back a dear, dear friend. To the broadcast ranks for tonight's game, our terrific broadcast intern from last season and all-round good guy, Mark McClure. Back with us behind the scenes, reunited for tonight's meeting on the main line. Thrilled to have Mark back along with us, working behind the scenes. And as we work through the home stretch of the season, we'll hear Mark a little bit later on too. Melito stymied net front. Schofield cross-ice breakout, couldn't connect with Graham. That pass a little bit too hard for Graham to handle. It comes back to Schofield at the top of the near circle. Oh my goodness. Cross-ice pass tipped over the glass, nearly into the press box. Another half meter, and that would have come right up here. Rolled off an O'Hara stick, so this is going to come to center. 8:13 to go in the first period. Chris Albert in for the draw. Across from Braden Jansen. Morady with a cannon from the top of the right circle. The Mars man couldn't get through Liam Schickling, who holds for another pause in the action with 8:05 to go in the first period. Salesianum controlling the attacking zone pretty stoutly in the first half of the first period tonight. But as far as the net front battles go, they've yet to establish and maintain position at the top of the blue paint, and so far that's what's kept this game scoreless. Face off again. To the left of Schickling, the Pacitti shot was tipped. Loose puck in front, chased down by Finnegan Plummer, who's bodied into the backboards by DeMasters. Tuschinski strips the puck from Graney. On their way back toward the Salesianum blue line, icing waved off as Stash Tuschinski launched the puck deep into the O'Hara zone. Pacitti barely held the point but gave the puck away. Driving through up the near boards was Jansen. Graney continues the O'Hara momentum, but outnumbered by blue sweaters. The Salesianum counterattack has been able to overpower O'Hara. Albert to Morady. Another hard wrister. This one blocked right back to him at the far dot. Shelton got a stick in to slow up Morady's chance. And now Melito couldn't connect with Shelton on the breakout, and this will come back in icing with exactly 7 minutes to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Our videographer Mark McClure knows the old trick like the back of his hand. On the icing, you follow the linesperson back. for the handoff of the puck to keep the picture smooth. Mark, a product of the University of Maryland, also commentates a number of sports for a small college in southeastern Pennsylvania, so we hear him on the air, we see him behind the scenes. He shoots, he TDs, he broadcasts, he produces, he does it all. So good to have Mark McClure back with us here in the DHN family for tonight's game. Pietro Paolo, backhand out of traffic. Covered up by Schickling. Nobody on the doorstep to vie for the rebound, and Schickling's glove gets the last word and forces the face-off to his left. Celentino and Jansen square off in the far circle. Celentino wins the face-off. Holding the right point was Nate Bellepede. Celentino couldn't keep the puck in. Salesianum control it. Was gloved down by Bellepede off the failed Martin loft up the far side. Celentino gives it up below the cage. Again to Jansen. Kinsler protects the left point. Leading scorer for Salesianum, working on the defensive tonight. Top pair alongside Bellepede. Nate Bellepede to Kinsler from long range. That one sticked away to the near corner by Schickling. Pietro Paolo comes down with the rebound at the high slot. Karam shot played in deep again by Nate Bellepede. Beyond the reach in the corner of Massey. This is pushed through by Patrick O'Malley. Nate Bellepede recovers in his own zone. 5:19 to go in the first period. No score between O'Hara and Salesianum in their first of 3 meetings this season. Cardinal O'Hara, historically the toughest test for Salesianum in regular season ICSHL play. And so far this game, living up to that billing. Gianni Pasitti's shot from the left point took a hop right between the train tracks and ends up once again in Liam Schickling's glove with just under 5 minutes to go in opening period action. Face-off moves to the near side, Melito and Igo. Igo wins this draw for the Sal's. The Pasitti one-timer from the left point, well off its target. And Saraceni recovers the puck in neutral territory for the Lions, pushing 15 feet inside the Salesianum line before Schofield took it away. He couldn't hit Igo on the headman up the far side. Finnegan Plummer recovered. Karam the puck up to the near half wall, where Shelton and Saraceni together work it out into Salesianum territory. Shelton could not connect with Melito cleanly. And Greg Listino signals a trip on Salesianum's Gianni Pasitti. But we'll see where the clock is officially set. It's going to be allowed to stand. At 12:51 in the first period. First Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night for Salesianum as Gianni Pasitti was ruled off for tripping. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Melito works the top of the zone. Circles around Massey. Wrap around. On the doorstep, Morady canceled out. Graney on the welcome mat, and the net was dislodged behind Michael Manzi with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first period. Of this 0-0 hockey game. Draw at the near dot, won by Melito. Peterson set up Shelton. Shot turned into the far corner, dug out by Kinsler, and this is rifled clear by Joey Pietropaulo. Race onto the loose puck behind the O'Hara goal. Shelton hassled by the scrappy Nick LeBuono. Left it to Peterson behind the goal. D-to-D pass, Johnny Shelton. Up the left dot, stonewalled by a Christian Kinsler poke check. Melito in a supporting role now. Gains time and space, stick handles past Pietropaulo, bulldozes to the net, and he scores. So Luke Melito on the power play. Connects with 3 minutes and a couple ticks left in the first period. Jamming the puck under Manzi's pads at the 13:57 mark of the first period. And Shelton's going to get credit for the assist on the power play goal. Cardinal O'Hara giving Salesianum their first deficit of the ICSHL season. So a power play goal puts O'Hara on the board. Jansen being ruled off for a hook. Sends Salesianum back to the Primo power play. You too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. And the game is tied. Nick LeBuono with the equalizer on the Primo power play. Corrals a loose puck. And that should be Kinsler on the secondary assist. On the Primo power play goal, not Chris Albert. For Nick LeBuono, his 7th of the season, has made this a tie hockey game. Tuszynski slowed up by Plummer, who corrals the puck in the far corner. Albert pursuing him. Chipped away by Graney. Albert sets up to Masters on the doorstep. His one-timer from point-blank range, easily handled by Schickling. So Bellepede and Kinsler with the helpers on Nick LeBuono's 7th goal of the season, scored on the Primo power play. Both teams connect with the man advantage to give us this 1-1 deadlock as we enter the final 100 seconds of the first period. Nate Bellepede from center rolls the puck in, time enough for a partial changing of the Salesianum guard. O'Malley to Graney below the cage. He plays it up the far boards to O'Connor. His further advance was blocked by a Salesianum skate. Now he connects with Melito. Melito stripped of the puck by Matt Bellepede, trying to set up an odd man rush the other way, but Johnny Shelton, quick on the transition, is there offering back-checking support for his Lions. Final minute of play in the first period upon us. O'Connor across to Saraceni, blown up right in front of the Salesianum bench by Kinsler as soon as he got control of the puck. Melito keeps it in the zone, breakaway, held on to by Manzi this time. Luke Melito inside the dots as dangerous as they come. Picks up a loose puck just inside the line, generates a close-up breakaway. But Michael Manzi keeps this tied at 1 for Salesianum with 45 seconds to go in the first period. Melito again. Knocked down by Schofield at the dock. Pacitti plays the puck up the other side, where Labuono clears the zone, but Melito brings it right back in. A stick check from Schofield directs him to the far corner. Now Schofield herds him into the corner boards. Melito with a retaliatory hit. And the arm from Ryan Farrell pops up. Right in sync with that retaliatory hit. Looks like Schofield and Melito quite possibly both going to go. And that is going to be the case. Roughing Miners both ways. Schofield and Melito both sent off for 2 minutes of shame with 19.2 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-1 game per USA Hockey rules. Play resumes 5-on-5. In comes Nick Labuono up the left wing boards. Drop pass intended for Bellepede, didn't connect. Pacitti got a shot through. Follow up from the opposite side, and Logan Moretti takes a hop net front and bounces into Schickling's glove, who holds for a pause with 5.5 seconds remaining in first period action from the Skatium. Bellepede and Jansen scrap for the face-off in the far corner. Salesianum unable to make anything happen in the closing seconds. First period has reached its conclusion, and with 17 minutes in the books, the Salesianum and Cardinal O'Hara teams are deadlocked, one aside. We'll be back after the intermission on DHN, presented by Heather Law.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight.
Back inside the Skatium, ready for second period action in this first of three meetings between Salesianum and the Cardinal O'Hara Lions this season. And we start with a minute 40 remaining on the coincidental Miners. To Luke Melito and Eamon Schofield. Salesianum trying to break this 1-1 deadlock, while O'Hara are without their leading scorer by a good long margin. Labuono sets up Moretti at the left point. shot off the chest protector of Schickling, vying for the rebound. Graham took a hit behind the cage from Plummer away from the puck. That's textbook interference, but Greg Listino says play on. No icing the other way. Puck was tipped through the neutral zone. Trying to set one up on the doorstep for O'Hara was Jansen, but he failed to connect with Saraceni. Here comes LeBuono the other direction. Drop past Braden Graham to Matt Bellepede, who scores. Matt Bellepede gives Salesianum the go-ahead. And it's now 2-1. Bellepede finishes off the gorgeous net front setup from Braden Graham. That goal all of 58 seconds into the second period. An even strength tally in Matt Bellepede's 5th of the year. Makes this a 2-1 hockey game. And there's a third. Salesianum catching lightning in a bottle. Stanley, the Manly. Stostashinsky makes this 3-1. Off the rebound, buries one from the left dot, 1:22 into the second period. DeMasters and Pasiti with the helpers. As Stostashinsky gives Salesianum their third of 3 unanswered goals to turn a 1-0 deficit into now a 3-1 lead. Second period action, we should tell you, is brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of tonight's coverage of Salesianum taking on Cardinal O'Hara in Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League competition. Johnny Shelton couldn't work past Nate Bellepede at the Salesianum blue line. Bellepede backhands the puck away to Pasiti. And here comes Pietro Paolo taking aim from 25 feet, but Schickling makes the easy save, crossing to the near post. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the tri-state area their most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken, and can turn your next special occasion into a truly all-American event. Place your next catering order by visiting sidsbbqandjerky.com or stop in to their location on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware for takeaway lunch Monday through Saturday every week. Bell to Morady to Kinsler. Shot off Schickling's pads, turning net front. Celentino couldn't put the rebound away. He tried to set up Pietro Paolo in a congested slot, but the puck sails back well inside the Salesianum blue line. Pietro Paolo gives it away in the neutral zone to O'Connor. He throws the puck in from long range, well wide of the near post. Manzi steadies, leaves it for Joey Pietro Paolo to Kinsler. Around behind the cage, cleared by Morady, who hit Liam Bell on the breakout. 2-on-2. Bell to Pietro Paolo, crashing the slot. He's driven below the cage by Peterson. Schickling looked like he caught a stick up high. He's down inside the O'Hara goal. Ryan Farrell checking in on him as he was slow to get up. And we're going to have a stoppage on account of the goalie. As Christian Kinsler is rung up for holding with 13:23. A member of the O'Hara coaching staff. Looks like he's good to go. So play will resume with a face-off to the right of Salesianum netminder Michael Manzi. Melito and Massey. Meet for the draw, won by Luke Melito. Shelton walks the blue line. Plays the puck to Luke Melito. Massey swarms on him. Shelton works this around the horn to Peterson. Shot sticked away by Manzi. Held in by Shelton at the near point. Shelton right down the pipe. Lazy wrister right into Manzi's glove for a pause in the action. 4 minutes into the second period of a 3-1 hockey game. Luke Melito will now meet Joey Pietropaulo in the near dot. Melito again wins the draw. Shelton to Melito, give and go. Cross lot feed. And a save on the doorstep from Michael Manzi. Denying Jansen a second O'Hara goal. Perfectly executed cross slot setup, forcing Manzi to move post to post. Melito looking to add to his 4 assists on the season. Jansen, third leading scorer for O'Hara, kept silent here as Michael Manzi had the last word. 12.5 minutes to go in second period play. Salesianum with a 3-1 lead over the Cardinal O'Hara Lions from the Skatium in Haverford, Pennsylvania. Luke Melito wound up from 22 feet. Manzi with the initial save, but the rebound is put away. It was Bodie Peterson connecting for his third of the season. Making this now a 3-2 hockey game. So the Lions back within 1, and Anthony Gatto will give us the particulars here shortly.
Scored by number 6, assisted by numbers 22 and number 12.
Third goal of the season for Bodie Peterson. Luke Melito does get the secondary assist on that. Graney with the primary helper, bringing the Lions back to within 1. The 4:42 mark of the second period. Here comes Stosh Tuschinski into a 1-on-4 the other way. Tried to wrist the puck from above the near dot toward the O'Hara goal, but it was caught by Finnegan Plummer's skate, holding firm on the defensive. Tuschinski to Nate Bellapi. Drop pass Morady through and in from the high slot. Logan the Marsman Morady gets one right back for Salesianum, and it's 4-2. Bellapi without a shot to Logan Morady. It was able to knife one through traffic for his third of the year and make this a 4-2 hockey game. Again, Anthony Gatto will interrupt whenever he's got the particulars. Graney the other way, top of the right circle, shot blocked by Kinsler. Bringing the puck down off the rebound was Matt Bellapi. Hennessy Couldn't handle it in front of his own bench. Here comes Nick Labuono in a one-on-one for Salesianum, crossing to the far side, trying to get the puck onto his forehand. He bobbled it and was driven by Bodie Peterson into the corner. So that will stand as Morady from Nate Bellepede at the 5:43 mark. In the second period, extending the Sal's lead back to 2. Matt Bellepede tripped up in front of his own bench on the entry to the O'Hara zone. Ryan Farrell allows play to continue on. Shot from Schofield bounces right back to him. Off the pads of Schickling. Cross-slot pass intended for Graham was intercepted by Melito, and Luke Melito walks this back up the near side. He was slowed up by Kinsler. Graney couldn't offer support. Graney throws one from below the goal toward the net front area, but it sails through an empty low slot, and Nick Labuono's clearing attempt further up is called back. Out of play with 9:41 to go in second period action from the Haverford Skatium. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. O'Malley muscling through, stripped of the puck just inside the far dot by Celentino. Pietro Paolo 1-on-2. He's angled to the near corner by Plummer. He put on the brakes to try to set up Liam Bell. Puck sailed beyond Bell's reach below the cage, and now Jansen scraps forward in the far corner alongside Gianni Pacitti and 2 other Salesians. In comes Bell, emerging from the pack, but a stick check from Johnny Shelton slows up his progress. Shelton tries to chip the puck off the back glass, but the netting angles toward the surface of play, and that puck, although it went straight up, was inside the plane of the glass, deflected off the netting, and as such is a dead puck with 9:01 to go in the second period of a 4-2 hockey game. Advantage Salesianum as we work toward the midpoint of the contest. Shelton and Celentino converge again. In the far corner. This the other way. Pietro Paolo called for hooking and is absolutely incensed. We could hear him shout, "What did I do?" on the way back. So it's a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming up for Salesianum. As at the 8:19 mark of the second period, Petey is ruled off for a hook. This brings us to the halfway point of the contest. And bringing the puck up the right wing boards for O'Hara was Graney. Held in by Peterson off the failed Salesianum clear by Schofield. Graney throws this across ice off the near boards to Melito, hassled by Farrell. Kept high by Massey. Shot from Peterson, waffle boarded into the atmosphere by Michael Manzi. Nearly in a split at the top of the crease. Graney winds up, shot blocked by Kinsler. They vie for the rebound in the corner. Kinsler worked the puck ahead to Farrell, who slammed it clear from behind the Salesianum blue line. Johnny Shelton recovers. We're halfway through the penalty to Joey Pietropaulo. 46 seconds to go in this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Peterson tries to find a lane from the right half wall. Shot was blocked low. Melito controls the rebound, working the near side of the left circle. A centering pass set up Michael O'Connor from downtown Philly, and Michael Manzi holds on for the save with 7:08 to go in the second period. His Salesianum team up 4-2 over Cardinal O'Hara, and 27 seconds remaining on the Pietropaulo hooking minor. Lebuono pushes the puck free from the near dot of the Salesianum zone ahead to Tyson Kozink. Just inside the O'Hara line, Plummer swatted the puck out of his control. Good stick check from Finnegan Plummer, but he's overpowered by Gianni Pacitti, who gets one for the thumb for Salesianum. A shorthanded tally with just over 10 minutes elapsed in the second period. Gianni Pacitti, with some shorthanded magic, scores 10:07. Into the second period, makes this a 5-2 hockey game. And for him, that was his second goal of the season. Sal's back to full strength. Pacitti looking for a second, was blocked from the right point by Melito. But Gianni Pacitti hustled back to his own blue line to win the race for the puck. Tashinsky looking for another. Bulldozes through the slot. Couldn't get past Schickling. Trailing him, Lebuono generated a close-up shot as well, but he too was denied on the welcome mat. Nate Bellepede could not hold the point off the O'Connor clear. He got stick on puck, so that takes away the icing. And Manzi sets up Tashinsky the other way. He dekes net front. Schickling makes the save. Schickling struggling to get back on his feet. Taunted a little bit there by Tashinsky, who tried to go top shelf. Took plenty of time before getting the shot away, and that might have cost him. Bodie Peterson, hassled by a pair of Salesianum forecheckers in the far corner, does carom the puck through traffic ahead to Andrew Graney. Graney got past Morady pretty effortlessly. Centering pass from the corner to Jansen broken up. DeMasters brings it back the other direction for Salesianum as we come to the final 5 minutes of the second period of a 5-2 hockey game. Salesianum with a comfortable advantage here in the first of 3 meetings between the Sals and the Lions this season. Morady to DeMasters. Albert takes a hip check from Peterson in the far corner. Kinsler protects the zone. The Morady shot was blocked by Jansen's skate. Puck rebounds as far as center, where Kinsler tries to work it back in and does, but a whistle for a cross check brings us a pause in the action with 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the second period. Salesianum up 5-2 over O'Hara. Peterson's going to go off for cross-checking. And we're going to take a look well, we'll do it during the intermission. Of what's coming up on the Salesianum docket. Bit of a helter-skelter start to this primo power play for Salesianum as Bellepede gives the puck away to Pennesy. Just inside the dots at the far side. Just cleared as far as center, recovered by Kinsler, and Bellepede walks it back in up the middle. Shelton, with a well-placed hip check on him in the near corner, separates Bellepede from the puck, but Albert maintains for Salesianum. Around the horn from Kinsler, beyond Bellepede's reach, it goes below the cage to Liam Bell. 3.5 minutes, give or take, to go in the second period of a 5-2 game. Half the penalty to Peterson has expired. Melito and Bell, a battle of the 12s up ice, migrates in over the Salesianum line. Bellepede comes in with a high hit, but it was below the shoulders, so okay. And Melito was separated from the puck ultimately. Bell finds Kinsler on a long breakout feed. Drop pass to Bellepede at the top of the left circle. Sees his shot go wide, maintained by Lebuono. To Albert, he picks his corner and scores on the Primo power play. Chris Albert with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Gives Salesianum their 6th of the night. Lebuono with that beauty of a headman feed. To Chris Albert, who connects for his 4th on the Primo power play to make this now a 6-2 hockey game. Eamon Schofield holds the right point off the setup from Farrell. Down low, Farrell off the pads of Schickling, and this puck is tipped in for the convert by Tyson Kozink. Cozy's on the board for his 1st of the year. And it's now 7-2. Tyson Kozink off the rebound. Gets in the goal column for the first time in 2023. And a 6-goal tour de force for the boys in blue here in the second period. Has turned a 1-0 deficit into a commanding 7-2 lead. We'll give you that goal graphic again just so you can see all the particulars for more than a second and a half. Appeared to be a high stick on the puck, or some such on the O'Hara side. Resulting in a face-off to the left of Cardinal O'Hara goalie Liam Schickling. The freshman had a sparkling first period, but Salesianum's lit him up here with 6 in the second. Hennessy could not clear off the giveaway from Bell. Morady held the left point. Worked the puck. Kinsler to Bell off the post. Bell gets his own rebound. Has support from Celentino, who tried to set up Pietro Paolo on the doorstep, but Melito regained the puck for the Lions. And pushing play back to center was Dominic Saraceni. We've come to the final minute of the second period from the Skatium. That shot from Luke Melito on the opposite end of the rink, steered into the near corner by Michael Manzi. 1-on-1 for Kinsler. He tries to deke past Peterson, and he collides with Schickling. battling for the puck, and now Johnny Shelton having some words with Kinsler. They go way back. And they separate willingly. Both class individuals, these captains. John Shelton doing what he's got to protect his netminder, and of course Christian Kinsler playing right to the whistle, as is his MO. Kozink looking for a second goal. Backhand shot after fielding his own rebound. Graney pushes it back the other way up the far boards for the Lions. But it's turned back by Schofield to Bellepede and now to Igo. Jack Igo slowed up, crossing through the slot by Aaron Martin. Martin clears to Jansen. Jansen challenged directly by Michael Massey. Walks through traffic, gets a long shot away. It's caught and held by Michael Manzi. He holds on to force a stoppage in play with 11.9 seconds to go in the second period. Manzi's lit up 1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the second. The one in the first kind of fluky, controversial goal, if we're going to be frank about the matter, at least from Salesianum's perspective. But he's been rock solid the whole way. 2 periods in the books. With 34 minutes gone, Salesianum has built up a commanding 7-2 lead over Cardinal O'Hara. We'll be back on DHN after the intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagie's, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagie's on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at PrimoHoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg, and welcome back inside Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long. As promised, we owe you a look at what's to come on the Delaware Hockey Night docket as far as Salesianum hockey is concerned. There we go. Tomorrow, the Sal's take on Unionville, the Longhorns, coming to Fred Rust Arena. And then on Monday, January 23rd, first of 2 meetings this year against Avon Grove. Cardinal O'Hara back on the schedule both Thursday, February 2nd, and for the regular season finale on February 24th. Full broadcast schedule, as always, available at dehockeynight.com. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email James at 412communications.com. Third period about to get underway, and it's been a true team effort for Salesianum. 7 goals, 7 goal scorers. LeBuono in the first period, then Bellepede, Tashinsky, Morady, Pacitti, Albert, and Kozink with one each. Matt Bellapede slowed up by Bodie Peterson at the O'Hara blue line. This pushed back in by O'Connor, recovered by Schofield directly behind his own goal. Melito steals the attempted breakout. Cross-lot pass bobbled by O'Connor. LeBuono picks up the loose puck and sets up a 3-on-2 the other direction. He leaves the puck to Matt Bellapede. Net front feed, the give and go fails to materialize. LeBuono swatted the puck away. Melito into a 1-on-3 the other direction. Waits for the reinforcements to come in. Slams the puck from the top of the left circle off the corner boards. It's launched back in by Martin after it bounced back into neutral territory. Logan Morady to LeBuono, who backhands the puck across neutral territory. Rifled back in by Martin from just beyond center. Icing waved off by Ryan Farrell. He and Greg Listino are on-ice officials for tonight's game, as we mentioned during the early stages. Puck out of play gives us a stoppage. If you're just joining us, Salesianum traveling right to left in their navy blue away kits. Cardinal O'Hara in their white sweaters, navy blue pants, red helmets, moving left to right, and they'll have an attacking zone face-off coming their way with 1.5 minutes gone in the third period of a 7-2 hockey game. Chris Albert and Braden Jansen took the draw near his side. Puck lofted in high by Andrew Graney. It bounces just before the boards behind the Salesianum goal, where a to-his-side skirmish develops in pursuit of the rebound. Leighton DeMasters angles off Jansen to recover the puck in the Sal zone. Pacitti couldn't work it clear before O'Connor took the puck away. Recovered by Morady. Pushed up the far boards by Tuszynski. It took a hop off the cap rail and now walked back in by Jansen the other direction. Morady has found Tuszynski. Tuszynski herded to the far boards by O'Connor, works the puck into the slot where DeMasters was double teamed, shoved off the biscuit by Jansen at the top of the near circle. And Salesianum, after losing the puck battle at the near boards, will get themselves an attacking zone draw thanks to an icing against the Cardinal O'Hara Lions. Salesianum rolling into this game 9-0-0 at the midpoint of the ICSHL season. Cardinal O'Hara was off to a hot start, but they're now 6-4-0. Their lone loss in divisional play coming at the hands of the Crusaders of Father Judge. Another puck into the bench area results in another defensive zone face-off for O'Hara. The 12s will converge, Melito and Bell. Liam Bell wins the face-off. Jack Igo flips the puck behind his back. Schofield put one on the doorstep. Bell couldn't reel in the rebound off the pads of Schickling, which directed the puck to the far wall. Liam Bell getting some vertical. Walks back into the O'Hara zone, but he's stripped of the puck by Bodie Peterson at the base of the near circle. Headmans to Luke Melito, cross-ice feed to Saraceni. He was slowed up just inside the line by Kinsler. Schofield recovers deeper in Sal's territory. Works the puck to Pietro Paolo across to Kinsler, but his entry is ruled offside with 13:32 to go in regulation. Salesianum up 7-2 over Cardinal O'Hara. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware, not too far from Newark, not too far from Wilmington, not too far from where we stand here at the Haverford Skatium either. Can cater your next team event or special occasion, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, visit SidsBBQandJerky.com. You'll certainly want to stick around at game's end for the Sid's 3 stars of the game. As we take a look at the individual highlights from this and every contest aired on Delaware Hockey Night. Nate Bellepede couldn't find Massey on the stretch pass, and this will come back an icing with 12 minutes and 33 seconds to go in regulation. Melito top face-off man for O'Hara. Wins the face-off. He tried to set up Saraceni in the slot. Manzi with the easy save. Another clock issue briefly as a few seconds had run off inadvertently on the whistle. Morady from downtown. Shot held by Schickling for a pause with 12:04 to go in regulation. Melito and Bellepede meet to the right of Schickling for the ensuing draw. Melito won it. Peterson worked the puck below the cage to Pennesy. This skips beyond Saraceni's reach, held in by Schofield at the far point. Long shot ricochets off the corner boards. Is played below the cage where Pennesy swats it back near side. But again, this beyond the reach of O'Connor was held in by Morady, but thrown over the boards and out of play with 11:42 remaining in regulation action. A laugh shared by the always affable Greg Listino and Salesianum assistant coach Bob Thomas seeking an explanation as to what occurred. Just a puck out of play, nothing malicious whatsoever. Graham turning off the headman feed from Morady gave the puck away to Johnny Shelton. LeBuono couldn't keep it in for Salesianum. Finnegan Plummer cleared. In comes Bellepede. Bellepede angled by Shelton to the near corner, lost his shot lane and the puck too. Johnny Shelton heads an odd man rush for the Lions, working from left to right. Shelton slap shot blocked by Kinsler. They meet in the far corner. Morady gains the rebound. Shelton collides with his own man Graney in close, and that opens the door for a 4-on-2 for Salesianum. Braden Graham backhand scores! Graham gets his second of the year. And it's now 8-2. Salesianum in absolute beast mode on the main line tonight. That's Graham's second of the season. And Matt Bellepede had the lone assist. So Bellepede's got now a goal and 2 assists on the evening as Braden Graham becomes the 8th Salesianum skater to find the back of the Cardinal O'Hara net. Albert pickpocketed by O'Connor lost the zone. Chris Albert back inside his own line to Pacitti. This puck is tipped high and across the neutral zone by Christian Kinsler before Martin turned it back. Tuschinski circles behind his own cage. blazes right past Melito. Drop pass to DeMasters resulted in a shot from the top of the far circle, which was paddled into the corner by Schickling. Melito nearly blew a tire, bringing down the puck mid-zone. He runs the gauntlet up the middle. Peterson just onside. Drop pass back to Melito. Results in a shot that takes a hop into Michael Manzi's glove for a pause in the action with now 9:15 to go in regulation. Looking at what's on tap tomorrow here on Delaware Hockey Night. At 5:45 p.m., Salesianum and Unionville square off in the first half of a DHN doubleheader from Fred Rust Arena. And then at 8:30 p.m., the Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens kick off a weekend set against the Rams of the University of Rhode Island. All right here at DEHockeyNight.com. Your online home for Salesianum hockey since 2017. Your online home for the University of Delaware Blue Hens, dating back to 2018. Delighted to keep those relationships in good order, and delighted to have each and every one of you along for the ride with us here all season long. Celentino wearing those bright green Pennsylvania Huntsman laces, where he splits time playing for the EHL Premier Team out of Exton, Pennsylvania. His shot was right into the pads of Schickling. And now Jack Igo leads the rush up the near boards for the Sal's, trying to connect with Liam Bell, who got slowed up by Hennessy round about the O'Hara blue line. This takes a bounce off Plummer's stick back into Sal's territory. Schofield waits, tries to stretch the puck toward Massey, but it sails beyond him and right onto the stick of Johnny Shelton. For those of us who have followed the ICSHL for a while, especially the PCL division, we know from plenty of experience that John Shelton III is one of the PCL's toughest defensemen. Solid at the point, can make plays happen, strong back checker, and the best part of it, just an all-around good kid. Always a treat to see him in action. Shelton slowed up by the forechecking Tyson Kozink. Kozink slows Shelton up with a hip check, but Shelton's able to find Melito on the transition. Massey stole the puck from him, played it across to Kinsler. He puts on the brakes behind his own blue line, cross-ice feed to Kozink onto Michael Massey, looking to be the 9th Salesianum scorer of the night. His shot from the left dot was just wide of the near post. Massey brings down his own rebound to Kozink, up high to Moretti. He threw the puck into a congested slot. It was batted down by O'Connor. Here comes Melito up the middle. Shot from 50 feet right into Manzi's glove. Puck remains loose. He never froze it, so play continues on with 6:22 to go, although it looked as though everybody had put on the brakes in concert. We thought play was going to halt, but Manzi kept it alive, playing the puck instead. Hennessy in the other end. Cannot clear as Kinsler holds the left point. Velopede, Moretti. Shot tipped through traffic. Ends up in the near corner, where Pietro Paolo played the body on Peterson, and Kinsler takes aim through the slot and he scores. Christian Kinsler, the 9th Salesianum scorer, makes this now a 9-2 hockey game. That goal coming at the 11:16 mark of the period. We'll wait for Anthony. was in behind the Salesianum goal where Nate Belopede was hassled briefly by Braden Jansen. And now Jack Farrell pushes up the far boards through traffic into the O'Hara zone. He absorbs a check from Hennessy right into the chest protector. Celentino leaves this puck to Kinsler at the point. Final 2 minutes. Kinsler stonewalled by Jansen. 1-on-2. Pacitti back checking down the slot. Kinsler was right with Jansen. And sweeping in to take the puck away was Celentino. Hennessy couldn't line up a hip check on Kinsler, who got a shot through. Into the pads of Schickling, it rang. And Celentino's rebound chance from close was squared up for once again by Schickling for the easy save. Final 90 seconds, Kinsler denied from the right point by a Schickling stick save. Try saying that 5 times fast. Bell on the doorstep. Off the setup from Pietro Paolo, no dice. Pacitti, up the middle, no. Kozink rolls the puck below the cage to Liam Bell in the near corner. To Pietro Paolo, looking to give number 10. Final minute of play from the Skatium. In what has been probably the most one-sided meeting between Salesianum and Cardinal O'Hara as long as we've been covering this circuit. This is an icing. We'll show you the 9th goal once again, as we did not have the particulars. From public address announcer Anthony Gatto on that, it was Matt Belopede who had the assist, so he's in for a goal and 3 helpers here tonight. Schofield from downtown, sticked away by Schickling to the far corner. Shelton finds Melito, digging the puck free from Kozink. It's hacked back down just inside the line by Pietro Paolo. Saraceni backhands it clear. Melito angled outside the dots on his way into the Salesianum zone by Moretti. Tries to lower his shoulder and push his way through. Cross slot pass sails beyond Saraceni's reach, and Schofield is going to put down a knee and run out the rest of the clock. Salesianum improves to 10-0 with a 9-2 win over the Lions of Cardinal O'Hara. We will take a quick timeout here on Delaware Hockey Night. When we come back, a look at the Sid's 3 stars of the game and a look at what's ahead through the coming weeks here on Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. And off a 9-2 win, Salesianum improves now to 7-0 in PCL play. 10-0 on the season. Cardinal O'Hara dropping to 6-5-0, 4-2 in the PCL as the center ice benediction breaks. We'll take you to the 3 stars of the game presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 3rd star honors to Stosh Dashinsky with the game-winning goal. Nick LeBuono, 2nd star, with a goal and 2 assists, and Matt Belopede with a goal and 3 assists, taking top star honors tonight for Salesianum, who remain undefeated in Inter-County Scholastic Hockey League competition. We are back at it tomorrow with Salesianum back in action, returning home to Fred Rust Arena. They will take on the Longhorns of Unionville. They will be back with Salesianum on Monday, January 23rd, as they meet the Red Devils of Avon Grove for the first of 2 times this season. They'll meet in an exhibition as well on Thursday, February 9th at the Wells Fargo Center in South Philadelphia, where they will play on the home ice of the Philadelphia Flyers of the National Hockey League. Cardinal O'Hara back on the Sal schedule twice more here at the Skatium. We'll do it all again on Thursday, February 2nd, and then on Friday, February 24th, the regular season finale at the University of Delaware's Fred Rust Arena. Both of those games airing here on DHN as well. As far as the immediate schedule is concerned, tomorrow, a doubleheader. Salesianum and Unionville meet at 5:45, and then the Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens take on Rhode Island in the second half of our twin bill at 8:30 p.m. For the entire crew, assistant producer Joe Sindoni, Ray Catolo, Curtis MacDonald, Leighton Worthy, Molly Jo Rosen, Josie Billett, our good friend Mark McClure, back with us tonight here on Delaware Hockey Night. This is James Witherite reminding you Delaware Hockey Night is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, all rights reserved. And one last time, tonight's final score. Salesianum tearing through the PCL. Keeps their undefeated record intact by way of a 9-2 win over the Cardinal O'Hara Lions. That'll do it for us. From the main line, Mark McClure, James Witherite, saying goodnight to you all. And we'll see you again tomorrow from Fred Rust Arena.